All right, so our first exercise, again, the first two modules, we're going to mainly be focusing on muscle memories. It's not going to be fun as drawing actual subject, but this is crucial. This is very important. I know all of you guys want to get into the animal drawings and the or the mechanical stuff, or the the actual drawing of subject, but I hold that, just kind of hold that in a little bit. Let's work on some of the fundamentals, because if if you still don't know how to visualize drawing a box out of your imaginations, having problems drawing ellipses or circles, I'm telling you, when we actually start drawing the actual the subject, you will be suffering. You would actually like you know that by that time you actually praying and hope that you have done this before. So let's just take care of this, learn it, absorb it, and learn and enough practice enough. Again, it becomes just natural. Imagine this class, like I said, is supposed to be on locations, and we right now we're doing it on the comfortable tables, so I can still lay my arms nicely on the table. But if you actually sketching on location, you're pretty much going to be holding like this. Your hands going to be floating. You need to still have that muscle memory built in, so you can still get nice and perfect results as you expected how it's gonna turn out. All right, so our first lesson gonna be muscle memory exercise. We're just gonna draw lines. All right, simple, some straight line, some curve, some wave, and so let's get started. All right, so what I'll do is first I'll draw a border. Again, make sure. Um, well, it doesn't really matter because you can save your paper drawn on both sides. That's fine. I draw on both sides, but I was gonna say I was looking for where the smooth side is, but uh, for these exercises, it doesn't really matter. See, you notice automatically what I did. I just turned my paper almost in 45 degrees because I know that's my comfort angle. For me to draw it perfect, because right now what I'm gonna draw a border, like basically a borderline like this. Keep in mind, everything we done in this class all gonna be freehand. Don't even bother to take out a ruler, compass, anything like that. You don't need it. Everything will be freehand done. All right. So I noticed for me, it would feel more comfortable when I draw straight lines, to turn my paper like this, 4 or 5 degrees. I can see how my arm motions. You see, I found this. I know from this point on, I can get a pretty consistent motion with my arm. And in that case, that consistent motion allow me to draw nice straight lines. Right. So this is what we're gonna learn. Learn that form. Learn what's comfortable for you. Now I'm gonna write just a small, medium, and long. And for you guys you can do it along with me, or you can just watch me, and at the end as assignment sections, you guys can do as you for the assignment exercises. So for the small, we're just gonna draw. We're probably just gonna draw 4 lines. And medium, I'm gonna take it all the way to halfway of the page. With about equal distance, the large is going to be a line go all the way to the page, across the page. All right. So this is not just the exercise. What you guys need to do, we're going to go back to each lines and repeat them about like 6 to 8 times. And again, for me, it feels more comfortable. I turn the paper in 45 degrees. I even sit slightly off, also kind of 45 degrees, aligned with my page, because like I said earlier, I because for me I can't. It's really hard for me to draw a horizontal line if I keep the paper straight. I feel like my elbow, my tricep, my inner arm pressed against my torso. It just feel uncomfortable. And so when I expand out, I feel like my arms a little bit, also shaking a little bit. And so what happened if I turn the paper 45 degrees, and now I feel I don't have the compressions that's my arm pressed against my torso. In this way, I can have a nice I kind of nice open kind of freedom allow me to pull my line out and keep that consistent. So here we go. So that wasn't too hard, especially in the case it can you can still have pretty good control because my elbow is like an anchor. It was on the desk. So basically it's like it's like a swing. You see how it's very mechanical, very consistent. I can go every time I can go basic putting it back and forth the same. All right. But small line, shorter line allow me to do that when I get to the longer one, of which I can't because about right here, my line start going to curve. So I do have to kind of kind of let my elbow take my elbow away from my desk, and I'll show you what I'll do with that. So anyway, let's just do these again. Go back. It's going to get thicker. That's fine, but just don't try not to split. So if you end up line looking like this, that probably means you're not focused. All right, so you want to basically slow down. See my elbow is on the table. So again, that's not hard. So besides my elbow anchors on my table, my pinky does it also. The pinky almost feel like a track, like a glide. It's because I don't want my hand floating on the surface. That's when I start having no control if I start shaking it. So my pinky is like it's like almost like it's like a track that's also anchored down to the page to the paper. See, I can still get pretty consistent line. I feel my nail is kind of gliding, you know, across the page. Again, don't worry about the lines getting thicker, and you can also experiment this. For me, if I want to get more precise lines, I tend to have to straighten my pen a little bit. I feel when I'm using turn the pen out to the side, I'm not quite sure because if you think about the nib of the pen, it's like this. So I'm not quite sure if I'm using on the side. I'm not quite sure exactly which area I'm using on the side. But if I point the tip more toward the page, I know I'm using it. That point, the tip is every time when I'm drawing it, right? So again, draw over them 6 or 8 times. Find the right form. What's trying to find a form that's comfortable for you. All right, so longer ones are trickier because I can't have my elbow resting on my table. I have to depends on my pinky, and I also have to be more extra focused. 5 and 6. So I can't really talk because I know if I do, I'm probably gonna screw up. But anyway, I think you guys get the point. So these are just straight lines, about a quarter, halfway, and all the way across the page. Muscle memory. And then we're gonna do wave. We're gonna do the same thing. Small, medium, long, and you're gonna do 4 curve. Sorry, curve, not wave. Curve. And go over. Actually, curve in a way is a little bit easier than straight because again, our arm, like I said, naturally draws curve. Okay, 6 times. See, I noticed I was trying to turn the paper a little bit this way to see how it respond. But I noticed when I get to here, I can't see the rest of the line anymore because my pen blocking it. So I'm going to come back. Four, 5, 6. All right. 6. All right. So again, figure out what's comfortable for you. You've you anchor your elbow if that works, or you have to release the elbow. Just use your pinky. Oops, that's horrible. Let's try that again. Slow down. Maybe I was a little bit overconfident. And then also, again, I also noticed I had to hold my barrel slightly further out because if I do, it blocks my, like I said, this section of the curve. So by holding it a little bit further away, allow me to, to see over the pen, so I can see the whole curve. All right, let's try one more time. Just focus, slow down. No need to hurry, no need to rush it. The other thing is, when you draw quick, you're often you don't contain it, the informations. Because a lot of time it just kind of you draw fast in your brain process. If you slow down your eye coordination to your hand and brain kind of go into the same pace, that's where the muscle memory. That's how develop the muscle memories. There you go. All right, so that's an arc. We can even write it line arc. So I'm going to turn the page to the back. Our last line exercise is going to be a wave. So I'm going to simply draw a border. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I tried the medium size. So just slow down. Don't rush. A lot of exercise we do here, you can't go fast about it. You just have to be a little more precise, focused. And a 6. Let's do one more time. Or I'm going to do one more time to show you guys. Again, like I said, you guys can, oops, I'm talking and I'm focused. You guys can do it along with me, or you can wait till the end of the assignments. All right. All right, I'll do one more time. I'm going to try a different angle just to see how do you work. I'm going to lift on my elbow. think this actually works better. When I think last the previous one, I still kind of rest my elbow and not locking it, just kind of rest my elbow on the table. I noticed that kind of prevent me to go all the way to the end a little bit. So this time I try to elevate my elbow, and it works out better. Right. So that's the thing. You have to find what's comfortable for you. All right. So that's arch again. Every line, I want you guys to repeat. Go back and repeat 6 to 8 times. You want to do more as you can. And so these are line exercises.